Welcome to the Chapa Middle School 2020 Veterans Day Assembly. Hello, good afternoon. My name is Joshua Power, and I am a representative of the National Junior Honor Society.
Good afternoon. My name is Marissa Castaneda. I'm a representative for the National Junior Honor Society.
Good afternoon. My name is Zayden Sanchez. I'm a representative of the National Junior Honor Society.
Good afternoon. My name is Constantine Reyes, and I am a representative of National Junior Honor Society. Thank you for joining us today as we honor those who have served our country in the armed forces.
Please stand for your Pledge of Allegiance and remain standing for the singing of the National Anthem. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to the Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous stars, as the red cross we rise, were so gallantly streamed, as the Lord is my rest, of His mercy and grace, gave fruit through the night, our flag would still burn. Oh, sailors as our slain, and million brave.
Please remain standing for the moment of silence. Let us reflect on those who are protecting us today, both at home and abroad. Let us also remember those who have served before. Thank you.
We will now hear from Chapa's 8th grade U.S. history students as they explain a history of Veterans Day.
The first Armistice Day was celebrated in 1919. The first anniversary was known as the Great War. The holiday was renamed Veterans Day in 1954 and is recognized on both the federal and state level.
Veterans Day is a time to honor all the men and the women who have served in the United States military. We especially remember those that fought and died to protect our nation. The holiday was originally called Armistice Day to commemorate the end of the First World War. The First World War officially ended on the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month in 1918.
The First World War was the deadliest in history up to that point. It would be surpassed by the Second World War 3 decades later. Countries around the world wanted to remember the roughly 10 million people, both military and civilian, that died 4 years of fighting.
Next up, we have a presentation from the fantastic Lehman High School JROTC Color Guard and Drill Team.
Please join me for the pledges. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Texas pledge.
flag of the United States of America. I fly atop the world's tallest buildings. I stand watch in America's halls of justice. I stand side by side with a maple leaf on the world's longest undefended border. I fly majestically over institutions of learning. I stand guard with power in the world. Look up and see me. I stand for peace, honor, truth, and justice. I stand for freedom. I am confident, I am arrogant, and I am proud. When I am flown with my fellow banners, my head is a little higher, my colors a little truer. I bow to no one. I am recognized all over the world. I am honored, I am saluted, I am loved, I am revered, I am respected, and I am feared. I have fought in every battle of every war for more than 200 years. I was flown at Valley Forge, Gettysburg, Shiloh. I was there at San Juan Hill, the trenches of France, in the Argonne Forest, Anzio, Rome, on the beaches of Normandy, Okinawa, Korea, Saigon, Vietnam, Iraq, and Afghanistan. Know me. Know that I was there. I led my troops. I was dirty, battle-worn, and tired. But my troops cheered me, and I was proud. I have been burned, torn, and trampled on the streets of countries that I have set free, but it does not hurt, for I am invincible. I have been spoiled upon, burned, torn, and trampled upon the streets of my own country, and when it's by those whom I served in battle, it hurts. But I shall overcome, for I am strong. I have slipped the bonds of earth and stood watch over the uncharted frontiers of space from my vantage point on the moon. I have borne silent witness to all of America's finest hours, but my finest hours are yet to come. When I am torn into strips and used as bandages for my wounded comrades on the battlefield, when I am flown at half-mast to honor a fallen soldier, or when I lie in the trembling arms of a grieving mother at the grave of her son or daughter, I am proud. My name is Old Glory. Long may I wave. Please God, long may I wave.
Motivation check!
Motivation check!
Motivation check!
Motivation check!
Where my dogs at?
Woo!
2 times. Where my dogs at?
Woo!
Big dogs.
Woo!
Little dogs.
Woo!
Bring it on down.
Ah!
Bring it back up.
Ah!
Calibrate.
Ah!
Company, are you motivated?
Highly motivated, super dedicated, rock, see, rock and roll!
I am proud to present our featured speaker for today's assembly, Chapa's very own Mr. Fernandez, who is a veteran of the United States Navy. Petty Officer 2nd Class Anthony Fernandez was forward deployed to Japan and served on the USS Lassen.
All right, good afternoon, everybody. My name is Anthony Fernandez. Some people call me Coach Fernandez. Some people call me Mr. Fernandez. But when I served in the United States Navy, I was known as Fire Controlman, 2nd Class, Surface Warfare Fernandez. And that's what I'm going to be talking about today. I'm going to be talking about Veterans Day, what it means to me, and my time in service on board USS Lassen DDG-82. So the question has been asked to me this week of what Veterans Day means to me. And it's a hard question to kind of think about. I've thought about it a lot recently, and I have an essay here to kind of tell you what that means to me. So, again, what does Veterans Day mean to me? When I think about this special day, there are certain things that come to mind. Service, sacrifice, brotherhood, and honor. Every veteran has a sense of service to the country. Most people join the military to better themselves. But everyone who joins feels the drive to commit our service to the United States and the people of the country. We join to protect those at home who cannot fight for themselves and to ensure the freedoms of everyone in the country. We are committed to our country in service, and we carry that commitment and sense of service with us every day. Military members are selfless, and not only are we committed to our service, but we sacrifice so much for others. Members of the military give up so much to be part of something bigger than oneself. We are deployed away from our family and friends, sometimes for months or even years. You have to obey orders given to you and execute them to the best of your abilities without question. And there is no individuality. Although we endure these sacrifices, we do so with pride. Every member knows that we are giving up, or what we are giving up, but we do so together. In the military, we have a brotherhood like no other. We all know that the person beside us has our back and will do everything asked of them to get the job done, whatever the tasking may be. To this day, I keep in contact with people from my ship and my division, and we endure everything together and wouldn't have it any other way. As we say, never leave a man behind, and that applies to life after the military as well. One of the biggest things that comes to my mind when I think about Veterans Day is the honor that military members have. Just putting on this uniform gives me a sense of pride that I have yet to receive from anywhere else. We have this honor and we carry it with us daily. We not only have it in ourselves, but we honor all military members. Whenever I come across a fellow military member, I show them respect and gratitude for the job they have done and their commitment to their service. Veterans Day means a lot of different things to all veterans. And to me personally, it reminds me of what I have done and overcome, the people that I have bonded with and still connect with to this day, and the honor I get from being a part of the fraction of the American people who are willing to stand up and defend the country that we love. We celebrate this day once a year, but every day, veterans should be thanked for what they have given up and the duty they have given to our country.
Next up, we will hear a section of poems written by Miss Cochran and a few of our skilled Chapa wordsmiths.
Thank you for the service and the help that you did to make America a better place. Thank you for risking your life. Thank you for fighting the battles, and thank you for bringing freedom the easy way. Thank you for the time you served, and thank you for the hard work you did.
One day you told Grandma that you joined the army. She thought when the day came it would be easy. She dropped you off at the hotel. As she drove away, her eyes filled with tears, but you could not tell. There were many days that she could not get up. The thought of your being away was just too much. She later found out you had been hurt. It was the worst thing she had ever heard. You are home now and you are safe. Grandma can rest easy now as she looks at your face.
Okay, so I'm Marissa Castaneda, and my poem is titled Veterans Day, and I'm gonna read you my poem. Thank you to all veterans for the battles y'all fought. Thank you for the freedom you brought. Thank you for the freedom that we earned. Soldiers, old or young, thank you for the time served. Thank you, soldiers, for a job well done. Thank you, soldiers, for the battles that were won. Some lives saved and some veterans had died. These men or women deserve all the pride. Thank you for saving our lives. Thank you for serving red, white, and blue.
Thank you for being here for your family, for other people that need you these days. Many people may look like they don't care, but deep down there's many people that are grateful for what you do and for all your help. Just like your family. You have always been here for each and one of us. We are all grateful for having you as part of our family. Thanks to you, everyone is allowed to feel safe. At some point, people can go out and feel safe with one another. You have made us feel protected, and everyone goes out how they want without people feeling scared or worried about the people who they are with. There will be once or more where we will have to protect you and we will have to take care of you, just like you did at some point. You won't be the only one that has to be there for us.
Honoring you. Remember having to run around and seeing your friends dying? Your heart is broken at the sights fighting the people in the war. You walked around making sure that they lost. Remember when you had to deal with the humid air? You were always on the move looking out for people. You fought by hiding to protect yourself, to protect your army from the enemies because you wanted to make it home to see me. Remember how you felt when you beat the enemies? You were so excited, you were tired. you were happy to come home afterwards and you got to retire because you did not want to miss a Christmas. Remember how you felt when you got back to Waco? You were tired, you were happy to be with Granny, you were kind of sad because your friends died in the war.
I'm thankful. I'm thankful for having a family. I'm thankful for having a roof over my head. I'm thankful for having friends. I'm thankful for having parents that care about me. I'm thankful for having people in the world that care about me. I'm thankful for being able to go to school. I'm thankful for not being sick. I'm thankful for being alive. I'm thankful for everything that I have.
Please welcome Chapa Middle School's award-winning band as they perform America the Beautiful, under the direction of our talented band directors, Mr. Fuente, Mr. Burnett, and Miss Daniels.
Hi, my name's Serenity. Join me and let's put our hands together for the Layman, Chapa, and Simon Ceremonial Brass Quintet as they perform in Armed Forces Medley.
Happy Veterans Day to our military and their families who sacrifice so much to keep our country safe.
Happy Veterans Day to our soldiers, both past and present. We owe you our thanks, but more than that, we owe you our freedom.
To all the veterans out there, we salute you. Thank you for your service and sacrifice.
There's no way to thank our veterans for everything they sacrificed for our freedom. But on Veterans Day, we have to try. So thank you for all our servicemen and women, both past and present.
Now we will honor our Chapa families and community members who have served to defend our country. We thank you for your service.
Hi, my name is Bob Sarles. I'm a United States Army veteran. I joined the Army in 1967 when I was 17 years old. I spent my last year in the Republic of Vietnam during the Vietnam War. I'm proud to be a U.S. vet. If you see a vet, tell him thank you for your service.
Hi, I'm Mr. Sarles and I'm Cougar Pride. And for Veterans Day, I like to think back to people that have given and that have sacrificed a lot for our country. So my great-grandfather served in World War I. My great-uncle actually died in the last couple of weeks of World War II. My grandfather served in World War II. My dad and my uncle both served in Vietnam. And I have to always remember that they were very young. They were 18, 19 years old when they were there. And even though they came back in one piece, they had to grow up very quickly. For them, it was a very unpopular war back at home. So coming back, they weren't necessarily always respected. So I always try to remember to say thank you to veterans and remember that even if they survive, it could be a very tough situation. So say thanks to a veteran.
My name is Zayden Sanchez. My grandpa, Travis Holcomb, served in the Army. Veterans Day is important because we honor our soldiers who fight for our country and freedom.
My name is Mrs. Bettis, and I am blessed to have several veterans in my life. From my grandpa to my uncles to my cousins to friends to my brothers-in-laws and my favorite veteran, my sister, my twin sister, Sarah. She served in the Navy. Veterans Day to me means that we get to say thank you. We get to say thank you for everyone who have served for us, to protect us, to keep our freedoms. They sacrifice so much for us, physically, emotionally, mentally. They've taken time away from their families to do something so courageous. So we're protected here at home so that we can live day to day how we want. So we have our freedoms. So happy Veterans Day. Go thank a veteran.
Thank you for letting us sleep in peace while you're out there standing.
Thank you for fighting for our country.
Thank you for staying strong and brave.
We love our veterans!
Thank you for celebrating with our Chapa family in our Veterans Day Assembly today.
In closing, to veterans of all branches of the United States military, thank you for your sacrifice, your bravery, and for the example you set for us all.
Please take a moment to reflect on the brave men and women who have served this country over the last 240 years, from the Revolutionary War to the war in Afghanistan. Happy Veterans Day. Make sure to thank a veteran when you see them.